Happy Friday night, everyone. This is Jason here with End the Simpademic, and I wanted to talk about something here real quick tonight that I think people have been asking would have been asking for a while, and that is this: Do I dislike women? Not really. I mean, I actually like them a lot, and I'm very blessed and very fortunate to have some good ones around me in my life, um, both in general and even just through social media. I've got quite a handful of them who I would even consider my counsel, who I get a lot of life advice from, and there's quite a few of those out there. A lot of them are actually already in relationships with their own, so there's no mixing of anything of that variety in any of those friendships. And as I've mentioned in a video before, those are the ones where I prove that it is possible to have friendships with women. And however, there has to be some kind of other connection or interest, life type interest that would be in place there. That would be the reason for the connection, and also just because you don't want to entertain any hint or any idea of romance in those types of friendships. And it is possible, again, there, as long as there's a strong unifying value that is unrelated to romance, unrelated to any of those types of things. So I have very good friends in that particular regard, and I even dare would say I have a couple of social media crushes out there. If you follow my Twitter X page long enough, you just know that there's a couple of them out there who I fancy for different reasons. Actually, one of them is a political alignment, and the other one is just a sports team alignment. As a child, I grew up in Southeast Texas, and grew up as a fan of the Houston Astros, and I watched a lot of great pitching over the years. Um, Watched the likes of Nolan Ryan, watched the likes of Joe Niekro, watched even the junk baller Bob Nepper. There's a blast from the past for you on that one. Mike Scott was another one. And I have fond memories of that team, and even letters I've written to the team that I've gotten responses back from, and those are pretty cool. I wish I still had those letters, but anyway, there's one particular gal down in Houston who, for lack of a better term, would be an internet crush. She's drop dead gorgeous, and we bond over the Houston Astros, which is a pretty cool way to do it. But I will say this much: if I have great friends. Two of them, again, I would definitely consider. I would definitely qualify them as crushes because they're both beautiful women, and I just happen to believe that you know. But at the same time, it's not my priority, and I think that's what is most liberating about the way I live things. I can do things, whenever I want, however I want, and I was able to take my 19-year-old daughter out tonight to dinner at her favorite Asian bistro. We stuffed ourselves silly. I had my tempura calamari, and she had her gyoza rolls, which are like pork dumplings. That's always her favorite, and the tempura calamari is my favorite. And so, I took my 19-year-old out to dinner because I can afford those types of things. I can. I have the time. I don't have anybody telling me what I need to do. I don't have anybody telling me. I don't have a schedule I necessarily have to keep, other than on my job, which again, I'm free to pursue that in any way possible. I don't have a calendar that's cluttering me right now. I am going to log on tomorrow morning, put a few hours in there, and see if I can build up my production and caseload. I am a escalated complaints specialist for a very large financial institution. Not going to say which one it is, but it's a challenging job. It's an interesting job. You never really get the same case twice. And I'm proud of what I do. And I do a very good job of it. But I have the time and the freedom to commit, a little extra here and there to that pursuit, and hopefully build a good career out of that. And I'm 55 years old. Um, I don't have a whole lot of time left to build that. But at the same time, you know, I have the freedom to do that. And that's what happens when you don't necessarily prioritize finding a woman, don't necessarily prioritize dating. And, it's not something that I really look to pursue or try to do. If it happens, awesome. If the good Lord decides that He wants to bring somebody special into my life, you know what? That would be awesome. But anyway, I will just end this particular episode by saying, no, I don't hate women. I mean, I think we got a lot of women out there that are fantastic. I know quite a few of them, and I appreciate the experiences that I have with them. I appreciate what they've been able to bless my life with, and but I don't prioritize getting into relationships anytime soon. I believe that is up to God, that is up to the Lord, and I will surrender that accordingly. And so therefore I don't approach, I don't do any of those types of things because it's not a priority for me. It's not something I have to do. I'm 52 years old, and if I live the rest of my life by myself, I am very content with that because I am able to pursue things that, other men don't necessarily be able to do. I have peace, I have my time, I come home to this apartment every night, and it's nice and quiet. I can munch on crackers, which I'm probably going to do as soon as I'm done with this episode. I can do all these things, and I don't have anybody on me to do anything. I don't have a honey-do list. I don't have any of those things. And it is a charmed life, I think, for lack of a better word, because I have gone through a traumatic brain injury in 2022, and that put me in the neuro ICU for 80 days. Came out of it on the recommendation of a nurse and moved up to the Exurban North Metro of the Twin Cities. And it's a peaceful, quiet, and free life. And if God decides that I need to have a woman in my life, great. If not, I'm more than happy to continue to live freely. So I don't hate women at all. In fact, like I said, there's a couple of them who I fancy quite a bit, but I will always be content with what I have and where I'm at. I'm not going to pine, and this is why I feel like I'm qualified to talk about ending the Simpademic, is because since I don't prioritize that, and since it's not a must-have for my life, I don't fall victim to that at all. I don't fall victim to simping for women. I don't land in friend zones anymore. I've been there once and never again. So anyway, guys, have fun Friday night. Don't drink and drive. Be nice to everybody. And y'all have a good night. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. Like I said, I'm going to log in for work in the morning, but I will see you in the morning.